Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says the U.S. is determined to make NATO a powerful force in global security. On Twitter today, the secretary said he expressed President Trump's determination to make NATO strong and resilient during today's NATO conference in Belgium. He also said NATO allies have been increasing their defense spending to meet the shared commitment required under the Wales Pledge. One America's Emerald Robinson has more on the secretary's remarks from Brussels.
Hi, that's right. Speaking at an event sponsored by the German Marshall Fund, the secretary laid out the Trump administration's vision for its role on the global stage, as well as some criticisms for international institutions. The speech was highly a sovereignty-based themed speech, as we've heard from the president and his secretary of state in the past, specifically when the president spoke at UNGA, the UN General Assembly, earlier in the fall. Now, the Secretary Pompeo said that while the U.S. is still supportive of such institutions, he questioned if they are currently working in the way that they should, and if not, suggested that global communities reform these institutions. He said the idea that America is abandoning its commitment to institutions like NATO is just plain wrong. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Even our European friends sometimes say we're not acting in the world's interest. This is just plain wrong. Our mission is to reassert our sovereignty, reform the liberal international order, and we want our friends to help us and to exert their sovereignty as well. We aspire to make the international order serve our citizens, not to control them.
The Secretary of State also had strong words for Iran and China, actors that he said are taking advantage and exploiting the current system in its form, adding that when America is in a role of leadership, that peace and prosperity follows, and that is what President Trump is trying to do in his foreign policy. The Secretary and his team engage in meetings here specifically to talk about the Iran nuclear deal and talk about the U.S. Alternative in addressing what they say is more malign activity besides nuclear activity, to look at ballistic missile threats, as well as influence in the Middle East region. Talking to some of the senior administration officials here, we haven't gotten quite a clear picture as to what kind of progress they're making. However, they say that they are making progress in regards to talking to European countries about getting on board with addressing these other issues that they say that the Iran nuclear deal does not address. But again, no specifics as to what kind of commitments or what the next steps are in progress. And in regards to Russia and the Ukraine growing tensions, of course, at the forefront of these discussions here. Again, no clear sign as to what kind of progress is being made. However, the administration contending that they are calling on their European leaders, allies, to take a leadership role in this, and that they do feel like that their European allies are hearing them and they understand and are absorbing the U.S.'s position on this.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.